two go out together to collect samples. Together, they observe polar bears. Kate thinks life in the Arctic is wonderful. Their relationship is progressing rapidly. At the end of the week, they went back to Leah's house together. Little did she know that Leah had a child with 3 ex-boyfriends of different colors. With 3 ex-boyfriends of different colors. And another ex-girlfriend. And what surprised him even more, one of the ex-boyfriends was staying at Lee's house. The complexity of the family relationships didn't deter Kate. He not only fell in love with Leah, he fell in love with Norway, a civilized country. He's tempered his impatience. He adapted to the slower pace of life. He learned to stop honking his horn. He learned to separate his rubbish. He even practiced queuing in a civilized manner. This former mummy's boy started to take the initiative to take care of household chores, learned to cook all kinds of delicious meals, taking care of the kids with all his heart. Kate won Lee's heart with her actions, and they became boyfriend and girlfriend. The woman was scolded by her boss because Kate's salary at the North Pole, with all the allowances, was twice as much as she was making. The press called the minister a waste of resources. So Raisa went to the North Pole herself. She went to the North Pole herself and raised the compensation to 60,000 euros. And threatened him. If he didn't sign, he'd be transferred back to Italy. Kate wasn't afraid. Of course. He took a 3-month leave of absence. And stayed in Norway. And he was still getting paid. But he hadn't considered the Norwegian weather. When he saw the 2 Italian singers singing on TV, suddenly he felt homesick. And when he saw the expensive carrots, I remembered when I was sitting in the office. When he was sitting in the office and people were giving him boxes and boxes of carrots, he started to get cranky. He doesn't want to queue up for shopping anymore. A spaghetti is not authentic, he'd just tear down the sign. Leah didn't want to see Kate depressed. So he quit his job at the research station. He went back to Italy with him. Once again, the man was faced with the difficult choice between his job and his lover. In the end, he chose to stay alone. But Leah was demoted. Kate was transferred back to her old job. He kissed the floor happily. He just felt so happy. That's when Leah got pregnant. Kate found out and went to Africa. At first, Leah thought he'd left his job. But it turns out he's only on maternity leave for 3 months. It was a real bummer. And then Kate learned that her newborn daughter couldn't be vaccinated. Suddenly he made up his mind to give up his job. As Raisa was demoted, the compensation became 30,000 euros. But Kate insisted on 50,000 euros. So Raisa offered 20,000 for her job. So Kate signed the contract. He and Leah started a new life together. It wasn't long before Raisa received a video. It turned out that Kate had spent the compensation. Kate had used the money to donate medical supplies to the hospital in her name. A soft spot in Raisa's heart was struck. She cried in the bathroom.